Woo, hey dudes, Carl here, Bohemian Nomad. Off a little early today because my partner who I was working with had to go get his a shot in the spine, so his knee wouldn't hurt before he goes on vacation. Fredster's back. Hello, Fredster. Hello to Fredster. I don't want to break his neck. And Snoobler's here, hanging out. The Snoobies. Yeah, it's time for second sleepies, Carl. We want second sleepies. I guess at Grandma's house, he stayed at the door for like 4 hours waiting for me to come back. Oh, Fredster loves the Carlster. Yep. He's a good dude. He was a good dude, right, Fred? You're not going to eat no medicine? You didn't eat Grandma's medicine again? No. Got the carpets clean, so everything's look how clean the carpet is. No, I don't have anything to do with it. I don't care about clean carpet. Oh, and Grandma washed Evie twice. Said the tub water was disgusting. Yeah, we don't take care of Evie. We negligent doggy people. Checked on Tim Timbery. Hasn't done a video since last night talking about these cars. And someone in his comments who's probably scrubbed by now, but I caught it. I kept it. Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Tim, the car meet is called Slam Enough. It's at the Saraville Convention Center this weekend. That was Eddie Owens, Timbery, Tim Timster. He left that comment. I did a Photoshop shoot. Or something like that. And then Rick Chappé says, your viewers are getting so tired of your repetitive verbiage, just posting for the money. He must be new here. But he had 2 replies. These are the Timster white hat people. What YouTube channel doesn't? The ones you say they don't are full of shit. Not so much what you got to offer. I bet nothing. That was Chair Sitem and Borrow Land. Yeah, they're defending Tim. And Robert Greene says, you must never assume what people say or do in a particular moment as a statement of their permanent desires. But unfortunately, Tim says it over and over and over and over. So we know it's him. There's my paycheck. There's a good one. Oh, that's the lock to get into my house. Fellow truck driver, New York through and through, said, yeah, that's what my mirror looks like. Yep, and there's Lamb Chop, the day we bought Lamb Chop, Pirate Lamb Chop. And then Fishbowl said, barium enema is unhinged and batshit crazy. Reminds me of Michael Douglas in the movie Falling Down. That's funny. Beef Stew is in love with Tim, calls him Beef Stew. And he is trying to be the new Johnny Vivento. Yes, he is. And trying to bromance with Timmy. And Tim's gator must be going off, drawing them together. Yeah, but barium exposure being the man down, the Michael Douglas and man down. I can see that. Barium exposure just clicking off and going crazy. And sorry, Stewie, but I guess your new nickname is Beef Stew. That's a good one. It's good. Yeah. We all get nicknames. Hey, if your glass is half empty, just pour it in a smaller glass and stop your bitching. You know what 50 Cent did when he was hungry? 58. I get groans on that one all the time. Yeah, people think I'm crazy because I talk to my dogs, right? Freddy, Fredster. But what am I supposed to do? Just ignore them when they ask me questions? I mean, really. And this is a great one. I asked my mom if she took Tylenol when she was pregnant with me. And she said only when she had a real terrible hangover. Yes, kids of that generation. All right. So I think I had some other ones, but I don't know. I know, Fredster, you're back home. We love it. We love it, love it, love it, love it. See, Tim, you got to have a sandrail. You ain't going to be good. Anyway, You know how Tim always talked about how he walked out on the rent when rent came due? Well, in September, where he lives, rent was going to go up. And so I don't know, did Tim get behind on a couple months rent and just take off? Is he never going back, but he's just not letting us know that? And he took off on him and didn't pay some rent, and that's where he got some extra money? I don't know. But Tim said he's done it before, so why wouldn't he do it again? You know, a great predictor of future results is past results. Predictor, not always true. Maybe Tim did pay his rent. Who knows? But maybe that's why he's not going back there. And then what has he got to go back to Florida for? Except Fredster, the 4 million miler, you're a rock star, Fred. And Fred and Rafaela. Rafaela, your cooking's good. I've never eaten any of it. But Tim raves about it. It's got to be good. Anyway, you two are great. But, you know, Fred don't care about people. Sorry to break that to you. But he doesn't give a rat's ass about anybody. But the more you give him, the more he likes you. And you guys give him a lot, so who knows. But anyway, that'd be the only reason to go back. And then, I don't know. And then maybe he found out they rented his spot, and that's what he was all upset about. I don't know. I think he maybe absconded with a couple months' rent, and now he's just running around. He's got to be up by North County. He's got to stay close to Tammy because that's the only lady he's ever going to get. And that's if Tom will let her loose. Yeah, if Hilton Tom don't want her, then Tim can get her back. But I don't know. We don't know what's going on there. So who knows? But yeah, that's just a thought. He didn't pay his rent in the past. He said every time rent came due. And remember, he was having such a problem and getting all mad that he couldn't change his address. Because he's probably trying to change his permanent address from where his camper was. So, hey, dudes, that's me. I did that. Sorry, Evie. She did that. He did that, so maybe he changed his permanent address to his daughter's address. And so he just has to go to his daughter's every once in a while to get his mail because his daughter's is his permanent address. And the post office was giving him crap because you can't be living there and get some mail and then have your permanent address be somewhere else. Yeah, I know how these postal people are. Yeah, so I don't know. I gotta go to the post office today and get my mail. Oh, that reminds me. Land's got to bring me home the box from work for JJ's prize. Yeah, JJ, 1,000 subscribers. Congratulations, buddy. Yeah. Evie says hello. Hello. Hello, Kaylee. Hello, Kaylee. They say hi to Kaylee. Kaylee looks like one dog I had, which was named Monty, who passed away probably less than a year ago. Probably about a year ago. That was hard. Yeah, and she was. We don't know how old she was because he was a rescue, but looks like Kaylee. Kaylee reminds me. It's just sweet dog, and seeing Kaylee on the golf cart. That's cool. We'll have to get a golf cart so you guys can ride around on a golf cart. Goofballs. Hold on, I got to text Leanne. Bring home box. Yeah, she does that. We're going to Chinese dinner with the fam. And the post office is on the way back and forth from where we live. Yep. And post office, you can mail boxes at night when the post office is closed with your credit card and stuff. So that's cool. So hopefully she'll do that so we can get that done. So anyway, that's my thought. He's hoping Hilton Tom and Tammy don't work out. And Tammy's family gets tired of having Tammy there because Tammy's kind of a negative Nancy. And then he can swoop in and woo the Tammy Tam Tamboree right back. Yeah. And then he's got his permanent address as his daughter's house. So he's getting all his mail there. And they can't find him. Yeah, someone's saying that they're sending out more notices about the EIL loans. I haven't heard anything about that. If they were going to get him, I think they would have gotten him by now. And maybe he's making payments on that. Maybe he stopped making payments on it, and that's why he's hiding. That's why he doesn't have a permanent address where he's at. He's just out rocking around. Who knows? Who knows with the Timmy Tim Timboree? We won't find out for a couple months, maybe even half a year from now. Yep, we're always guessing and then finding out later. That's the fun of the Timboree show is you get to guess because he's such a scammer. Yeah. The fact that he's alone and everything, like I said in a comment, I'm like, for a normal person, that would be sad, but with Tim, he's so bad that you can't feel bad for him. I guess little Stewie's alone too, so come on, Tim, you and Beef Stew should get together and go golfing, and go riding motorcycles. You want to buy a motorcycle. That's why you've been dark since last night, because you're out. You went and did the drive anyway, and you're going to pay extra to get this bike, but you're going to tell us how the extra you paid on this bike was free. Oh, that was a fake laugh. It's not funny. Tim Timboree is going to get a motorcycle, and him and Beef Stew are going to get together and go riding bikes in Tennessee, and they're going to get the camera like Nomadic Fanatic has, the big old wide fish islands while they're driving their bike. It'd be super cool. Right, Fred? Super cool. I know. I'm glad you're back too, dude. I know. I'm glad you're back. I know. It was trauma, Carl. It was trauma. Trauma. Oh, well, farm job tomorrow, so well, hopefully we'll get some good country pictures for you. All right, we'll see you later. Have a great night. Bye.